Welcome everyone. This is David Chaim. We are continuing our Motivational Monday series on the art and science of change. Today, we will be learning how to avoid feeling overwhelmed as we go through our day. The reason I am dedicating time to learn and to share with the Chevra lessons by the world's leading motivational teachers like Brendan Burchard, Byron Katie, Fabian Fredrickson, and others is that in my own story, I experienced so much frustration, not only in the beginning, but also throughout my recovery, and even up to today, with why I could get all fired up to change and then see my enthusiasm and drive dissipate. I saw so many highs and lows in my journey, with long periods of sobriety, and then boom, another fall. There were times that I was so close to just giving up on the 12-step program and resigning myself to just living out the rest of my life as an addict. But somehow, and certainly with God's help, I decided to invest time and resources into learning more about the tools of motivation and how to get the changes I wanted and needed to actually stick and be long-term. Plus, the biggest bonus about learning these techniques is that it benefits me in all areas of my life, as a husband, a father, a provider, in social circles, as a learner, and so much more. So please allow me to share with you the best techniques and research available today in the art and science of motivation. If I can save just one of you one more hour of agony and frustration that comes from the fall that I didn't want, then I will consider all this effort worthwhile. In our last session, we learned the 4 simple steps of how to begin to take action to improve your life. We discussed how often and how easy it is to feel overwhelmed or stuck in our life. Sure, we want to make change to improve, but at the beginning of our journey, it seems like such a huge uphill battle. That's why we learned the 4 simple steps to help us get started. Today, we will be talking about how to avoid feeling overwhelmed as we embark on a new goal in life, and by how using these 5 simple planning tools, we can accomplish more than we ever imagined. So let's begin by thinking about our own situation today and what it is you're trying to accomplish in life right now. Of course, for those of us listening on this call, we have a major goal of being sober and in recovery. I get that. But let's also acknowledge that we have many other goals. Perhaps you also want to lose 10 pounds, or be a better father, or maybe you're trying to find more time to learn your part-time in Kollel, or acquire new skills to help you earn more money in your career. And it's really okay to take on all these goals. But so often it feels like you're juggling 5 balls in the air all at once and you keep dropping them. These goals seem like they're competing for your attention and you can't seem to stay focused or make any real progress in any one of these areas. And on top of that, there's always something else that just pops up that also demanding your attention. So what can you do? How can you manage all these goals without going crazy or feeling like a big failure, since I see that I'm not making any real progress in any one of them, especially with my major goal of being sober in recovery? And especially since I've learned in the program that when my life is full of restlessness, irritability, and discontent, that I'm likely to turn to my drug of choice. So let's take a look at 5 simple tools that I can use to avoid feeling overwhelmed and actually improve my chance for success. Tool number 1, start your day organized. Well, that's a pretty simple suggestion, and it addresses a basic human tendency that most all of us have, and that's that we keep trying to keep all our plans up in our head. Of course, as you know, our minds can't hold so many plans, and I go crazy just trying to keep everything I need to do today. And so I freak out and I panic and my day is shot. The answer is to simply write down your plans for the day on paper or in your calendar. Stay organized. Why worry about what you have to do at 2 o'clock when it's only 11 o'clock? If you're organized and it's written down, then you can let it go and stay focused on the task at hand. Plus, you should plan and write down some blocks of time in each day for checking your email. Don't let them redirect you or get you off track from your organized day. Someone taught me that those of us who habitually check our emails at every spare moment is like letting someone else's agenda rule our day. And by the way, don't forget to plan and write down in your schedule each day time to do your recovery work also. Okay, tool number 2. Transition well between projects. Psychologists understand that the mind is an enormously powerful tool and that it works at maximum effectiveness when we stay focused. Therefore, when it's time to move from one task to the next, we need to take some time to transition between projects. This might mean you stand up at your desk and you stretch, or you spend 10 minutes in quiet meditation, or you walk around the office or outside for some fresh air. But for sure, this doesn't mean you spend your time checking emails or Facebook or searching the net. By spending a short period of time in transition, then you'll be able to bring the focus and energy your mind needs to reach maximum potential and power for the next task at hand. All right, tool number 3. Build into your schedule catch-up time at the end of the day. Even though I may load up my calendar with lots of tasks in my day, I always leave 30 minutes at the very end of the day that I call my catch-up time. That way, when I'm in the middle of my day and some new urgent task pops up, I don't have to drop what I've scheduled to work on. Instead, I don't panic and react since I'm comforted that I know that I have some time set aside at the end of the day for these extra demands. All right, tool number 4, be aware of your emotions. For those of you who have been on our calls long enough, you know that I've expressed that my Dayenu goal for working with my guys is to help them increase the awareness of their perceptions and motives. That's why it's so important to check in with yourself throughout your busy day and ask yourself, how am I feeling right now? And if I'm feeling overly stressed or angry, then relax. Don't let these emotions keep building up during the course of your busy day, because everyone on this call knows what will happen if we do. We can also make a conscious decision to choose how we feel, but only if we begin by being aware of our feelings. And when we choose to view our busy, jam-packed day in a positive way as another opportunity to build our character, we can choose to be responsive, not reactive, which brings us to the final tool, choose to generate peace. Without question, as 21st century men, our lives are racing along at a faster pace than ever in the history of mankind. It almost feels as if we're stuck in the middle of a tornado and we can't even imagine how to get out. That's why it's more important than ever to choose to generate peace in your life, to choose to be purposeful, not to be blown off course from the goals you've set in life, to choose to be vibrant and charged, even in the face of chaos. And by consistently making these choices, and by organizing your day and sticking to your plan, you will, even if slowly but surely, you will feel that sense of accomplishment and achievement that comes by seeing yourself taking steps to reach your goals and your dreams, and by knowing that you are doing something today, right now, to maximize your potential. And I promise you that by utilizing these 5 simple organizational tools, you too will join the ranks of high-performance individuals who are now realizing their dreams and aspirations to finally live a life full of sobriety, recovery, joy, and meaningful relationships, and who can openly declare, Zeh Hayom Asa Hashem, Nagila B'Nismecha Bo. Thanks everyone for joining me on this Motivational Monday, and remember, it works if you work it and you're worth it.